more than 50 years, car owner Bud Moore built some of the most iconic race cars for some of racing's greatest drivers. In a career that spanned 37 years as a car owner, he won 63 victories and captured 2 Grand National Championships. And for decades, those race-winning cars were built in this simple brick building.
Walter Maynard Moore Jr., better known as Bud, was a NASCAR car owner and a decorated war veteran. Moore served in World War II as a member of the United States Army Infantry Division, landing at Normandy Beach as part of the D-Day invasion, and later fighting in the Battle of the Bulge. Moore earned both Bronze Stars and Purple Hearts for his war efforts. When he returned from the war, he began a career in stock car racing as a crew chief. In 1956 and 1957, driver Buck Baker won the NASCAR Grand National Series championships with Moore serving as crew chief. Then in 1960, the Pontiac built by Moore carried Buck Baker to victory in the 1960 Southern 500. This early success led Moore to create his own NASCAR team in the early 1960s, Bud Moore Engineering, with his state-of-the-art race shop based in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Early on, Moore would create cars for legendary racers Cotton Owens, Fireball Roberts, and Joe Weatherly. With driver Joe Weatherly behind the wheel, the team were consistent winners, capturing the 1962 and 1963 NASCAR Grand National Championships with 12 combined victories. From his race shop in Spartanburg, South Carolina, Bud Moore built the winning Mercury that carried Darrell Derringer to victory in the 1966 Southern 500. With Tiny Lund behind the wheel of Moore's number 16 in 1968, the team competed in 13 events and were a consistent threat, posting 7 top 10 finishes. Also in 1968, Moore entered the newly formed Grand American Division, where Tiny Lund and rising racer Sweet Savage would pilot Mercuries under the Bud Moore Engineering banner, with Lund capturing the championship at season's end. And NASCAR wasn't the only place that saw Bud Moore built race cars earning victories. Beginning in 1967, Moore entered the Trans Am Series, with Parnelli Jones and George Fulmer driving a pair of Boss 302 Mustangs, capturing 3 victories. And in 1970, Jones and Fulmer dominated, winning the Trans Am Championship at season's end. With a Southern 500 victory already on his shelf, Moore and driver Bobby Allison won another NASCAR crown jewel, capturing the 1978 Daytona 500. Looking for a consistent winning car, rising star Dale Earnhardt climbed behind the wheel of the Bud Moore Engineering number 15 in 1983. In 2 seasons with Moore, Earnhardt won 3 races, helping to establish Earnhardt as a NASCAR superstar. Iconic names such as David Pearson, Buddy Baker, Bobby Isaac, Darrell Waltrip, Donnie Allison, Jeff Bodine, Ricky Rudd, and countless others climbed behind the wheel for Bud Moore, capturing numerous victories. After nearly 5 decades of motorsport success, Bud Moore's last race as a car owner came at Talladega in the 2000 Die Hard 500. His contributions to motorsports are immeasurable, and he is widely regarded as a man of integrity and boundless determination. In 2011, Bud Moore was inducted into the 2nd class of the NASCAR Hall of Fame, ensuring his legacy will last forever. During his induction speech, Moore stated he would like to be remembered as one who made many contributions to the sport, one whose firm handshake was as good as any contract, one who always gave a straight answer. But most of all, to be remembered as a man who loved his family, loved his country, and loved the sport of racing.
Much like the bricks in this building, Bud Moore is part of the foundation of motorsports history. His success over 5 decades assures his legacy. But Bud was much more than a winner on the racetrack. He was an American hero and a winner in the game of life. I often wonder, do buildings have souls? Do the walls retain the sounds of men and machine that echoed inside for so many years? I think the answer is yes. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Racing Reflections. See you next time.